Hello everyone, I'm Chiron and welcome to a Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg speedrunning tutorial. This one will be covering Blizzard Castle. That's what it's called, guys. It's called Blizzard Castle. Blizzard Castle Mission 2. This is one of the boss levels, so yes, this will include some boss strats. But first we'll just go do a run through of the level so you get an idea of what it looks like. The reason I'm covering this one now as opposed to later down the tutorial line is because it's had some new stuff implemented, a new route that makes everything a little bit easier, and I feel like I just want to show that off. So yeah, this level just starts with a big old skip. We're just going to skip half the level really easily like that. We're then going to do 1, 2, 3, dash, cancel, jump over there. 1, 2, 3. We've got some bananas, so we can do this. And then low 25 hatch is really nice. We're then going to bring our egg over here, and we're going to do a clip like so. Very nice. So I did just slow down a bit there because I just slipped. Oops, I did miss that throw there. And one final throw to finish off. That was good enough. It was a little bit slow because I did miss a throw, but it's still good enough in my opinion. I think you get an idea of what you do. I'll explain how Cipher shots work as well. But yeah, that's the run through of the level. So let's get into the breakdown. Okay, so I'm just going to preface this whole level works off cycles. The cycles are the moving platforms inside this castle. Honestly, I'm not too sure where they start and where, you know, you can be safe without the cycles actually going. But we're just going to assume that we're on a cycle of time the entire time. So basically, I'll be talking about cycles, but they probably just won't line up whilst I'm explaining stuff. So right at the start, we just want to walk towards this egg. As normal, there'll be a text box around here. And then we just want to dash jump off here. You can dash jump over this way. It's a little bit quicker, or you can just do a safety dash jump over this way. Because you can just clip off here and die. So ideally, let's go for the safety one. We're then going to land in this bright blue hoop and get up. We're then going to jump across these thorns. We can do that by doing 1, 2, 3, and then you can dash cancel here at this. So you see this red tile here. This lines up perfectly that we can just do a normal jump over the thorns, and that's the fastest way over. And this chick can get in the way, just be careful of him. So ideally you just want to dash cancel at that red splodge, and as you can see we can jump over the gap like so. Very easy to perform. As you can see, if we go too close, we'll get hit, and if we go too far back, it will land on top. So this red line is just a very good space to do it. If you don't want to do that, you can egg bounce. Egg bouncing is perfectly viable as well. As the cat died, I'm just going to reset this recording and explain what you do with the cats after that jump. Okay, so now that we're over the thorns, what we're going to do is we're going to dash through the first cat, and dash cancel as we get inside of it. This is just so we have drop past speed and we can actually kill the cat, because if we go too fast we'll just run past it. Ideally you just want all the cats out of the way because they will get in the way otherwise. So we'll do this. As you can see, I dash cancelled and the cat is looking very happy about his inevitable death. We're then going to go and grab my arrow very quickly, and we're going to kill the cats from this one down to this one. And the reason why we do that is because we do it from this way. Sometimes fruit despawns, and we kind of just want all the fruit we have available to us. So we're going to kill in that order, so fruit will stay spawned. So now we can pause, we can just go through like that. Now we're going to egg shoot this egg and grab this red Cipher egg. And we're going to run through and grab fruit. If you see bananas, you only need to pick up 2 of them. But ideally you have to pick up 2 to 4 depending on your RNG. Then going to hatch Cipher. So this portion of the video will be explaining how Cipher works before we explain the KBC, because we have a nice little outdoor open space to do it. So when you shoot an animal, as you can see, we can't shoot him for a while until we can actually, shoot him again. So the good way to know when you can shoot him again is you'll see that Cipher explodes, and then he becomes visible. When he becomes visible again, you can shoot him again. like so. Oh no, Cipher's dead. Alright, let's go into another recording and I'll keep explaining a bit further once we hatch Cipher. Okay, we just got Cipher back and now I can continue to explain everything else. So, as I said, he'll explode and then when he's visible again, we can shoot him. But you'll notice that a lot of the time, we are shooting Cipher without actually looking where he is and when he's respawned. So how can we tell when to shoot him again? Okay, that's easy. When he explodes, it takes 2 seconds from the impact of that explosion, you know, when he actually hits something and explodes. You know, it will take 2 seconds for that explosion to end and he'll become visible again. Exactly 2 seconds. So what you could do is you can look at the in-game timer, make him explode like so, see 57, and then we're going to wait till 59 and shoot him again. And that's like how you can time it. So make sure you can hear like the explosion noise and then just count 2 seconds from the in-game timer and then just shoot him again. That's basically how we want to time the Cipher shots. So now let's talk about the KBC. So we're going to grab this green Comeg because it's just right here, and we're going to head our way over to these Thorns. There are 2 ways to do this KBC. You can jump, soft jump up against it like that, which is how I do it because it's faster. And as I say, I'm trying to make cycles, so I want to try and make the best cycle I can. So I take it fast. But if you're not too worried about cycles when you're starting off, which you shouldn't really be too worried about, honestly, just make sure you get through in one piece. What you can do is you can egg bounce near the Thorns, and then just make sure Billy's on the back of the egg as well when you start doing this egg bounce, like so. And then once you've against the wall like so, you just want to drive her on top of the spikes, and that will clip you through like so. It's much easier doing it from this side than it is doing it from the other side, which is what the old route used to do. So let's just do that. Let's do it one more time. So this is the egg bounce route. Egg bounce and driver. Very easy. There we are. And then you can just do a single hop into a short hop, like so, against the wall. And now let's explain these cycles. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart level again, and I'm going to record myself going through it, making the cycles that I want to show it off a bit better. So see you guys in 1 sec. Okay, so here's what things should look like if we're going to try and make the good cycle. So we're going to start from here just to show all that movement put together very quickly one more time. So yeah, we're going to dash up on the slide and through the blue ribbon we go. 1, 2, 3, dash cancel and jump. Dash cancel there, 1, 2, 3. Dash cancel, egg shoot. And then pick up enough fruit to max out your egg. Like so. That's a mid 25. It's not the best, but it's alright. It's good enough still. Then we're going to grab our Comeg and Thorns KBC. As I said, my personal preference is to do the 2 jumps like so. And we clip through at roughly 29. We're then going to come to these hoops and we're going to climb up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now let me grab my little arrow and I'll explain what we're going to do for the first shot. So the first shot, we're going to hit the icicle that's actually behind us. It's roughly like, if like the screen continued off, it's roughly like here. So we're going to stand like here, and we're going to shoot down the direction that that sign is facing. Like I like to shoot parallel to the sign essentially. And that will hit the first shot. So stand here, shoot that way, and the first shot should hit. And it should look something like this. Okay, that hit. I'm looking at like a high 40 for when I can shoot again, because that's when the shot landed. And when it hits a high 40, we're going to jump on that platform and shoot the next shot. As you can see, that landed. We can then come over here and shoot our final shot, like so. And then we jump off. And that's ideally what that's ideally what a good Cipher shots would look like. If you get the good cycle, you should finish at like 46 to 47, 8-ish. So now let's talk about some other strats that you can do before we actually go into the boss. Okay, so here's a little bit more of a beginner-friendly version of Blizzard 2. It starts the same way because that dash jump at the start is really easy. So what we're going to do is just jump off again. And yeah, again, we're going to go down the right. There used to be a route that goes down the left, but we cut that out of runs now because we found it. The route I just showed up is way better. So yeah, we're going to egg bounce over here. That's the best way over. And I'm going to come up here. We're going to dash cancel, jump up here, and then dash jump into this ring. Once the ring's fully extended, we're going to hold A and get over here. We're going to egg bounce onto that switch, and then mash A and roll off like so. We're then going to do a normal jump up here and grab this Cipher egg and grab the free cherry. I would recommend just doing a jump and a roll there, because we're not worried about making the cycles so much. And then we're going to dash cancel and jump on top of this cherry, turn around and hatch, like so. And that's how you basically get to this spot. In about, what was that, 40 seconds? Yeah, so the other route is a few seconds faster and cuts out a cutscene, but this route is still pretty good if you just don't want to do any KBCs at all, so there you are. So up next is a very difficult way of doing Blizzard 2. This is, I think, the fastest way to do it that's RTA viable, and it involves a corner clip. If you haven't seen my dynamic tutorial yet, I talk about corner clips in that one. But essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to kill these cats as normal. I don't think I need to even kill them like that, but I did it anyway. I guess I'm just going to show off the strat anyway. So we're then going to come over here and hatch Cipher up here. This movement is really scuffed, so it's not going to be faster. But if you do really good movement and do this trick really quickly, it is actually faster than doing the other KBC. So essentially, we're going to do a corner clip. Now, if you notice when Billy lets go of the ledge, he's getting offset to the left every time. I mean, he's falling off because like this platform is terrible. And he for some reason doesn't want to get on top of it. But as you can see, yeah, he's moving to the left every time. Essentially, a corner clip is basically, if there's a wall in the way, he'll just go through the wall and ignore it. Like so, I'm in the wall. And that's essentially how we're going to get into here. So what we do is once we hatch Cipher and collect him, we push against this wall. And we basically, this is very difficult to do. You want to hold down left with absolute minimal input. I mean, this is a very slow way of doing it, but point being is once you get up, you see you're in the wall. And then once you're like this, all you want to do is you just want to jump down and left or to the left. And this will resolve your terrible camera. As you can see, now we're here. And if you put that all together really quickly, it's a very quick way into the castle. I really just wouldn't recommend this because of how precise getting that minimum input walk and the ledge clip is. But if you want to go for like ILs, you can go for it, though be warned, my IL is pretty good. I also forgot to mention this when talking about the cycles, but you might have noticed like when you try and do this shot, the camera turns, and it's really awful. So what I would suggest is you hold a direction the entire time, and as you can see, I have free control here, and the camera's not turning. But the moment I let go, yeah, it does that. This might be a bit uncomfortable for you, but it's alright for me because I do a claw grip. I essentially control the C stick most of the time when I'm running anyway, and I just let my index fingers do the face buttons and my middle finger do the R button trigger. So, yep, so if you want to, you can just adapt a claw grip and shoot your shots. That's a good way of doing it. Just know if you have trouble with the camera, just try and claw grip, I guess. Okay, so let's fight Moles. Moles is a very interesting boss, and I'll explain him as I just kill him once. And then we'll do some breakdowns and we'll talk about some strategies that you can do to make this boss a little bit easier. This is one of the harder bosses in the game, to be honest. Okay, so Moles is the only boss in the game to not have a damage cap, meaning you can hit him as many times as you want before he goes invulnerable. And essentially you can kill him in like 2 phases, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll explain why we hit him 9 times when we actually get into the breakdown of this, but I like to hit him 9 times here. Okay, we got free fruit, that's fine. And for the sake of it, I'm just going to pick up all this fruit. And then if you do this movement, you can see no damage cap and he's dead. So that's essentially what a fast moles would look like. So let's break down everything you need to know about this boss. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab Mole's attention, which he should do just right away, and then we're going to hit him 9 times. So 8 or 9 actually. 9 is the best though. The reason why we don't want to hit him no more than 9 times is because the speed of Mole's Ice Ball attack, which is the one after this, is based off how much damage he's taken. After 10 hits, he basically goes to the next speed up, and it's a lot harder to manage. If we hit him 9 times, then he'll be at his slowest speed still, and we've still done a reasonable amount of damage to him. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. So now you can just do what you want here. I went to the back last time, but I'm just going to go over here. He's going to roll into an ice ball, and then he's going to hurtle towards us. And then these ice balls are just going to shoot out from him. The objective here, whilst he's bouncing around, is to try and hit as many ice balls as we can whilst keeping an eye on the boss. I like to have my camera fully down the entire time so I can actually just see, because the camera is actually terrible here. So we got 1, we got 1 there, and then the objective here is to get at least 3. Ideally you want 5, but sometimes I wouldn't really recommend going out of your way for 5. If you've got at least 3 early on, then go hit him a bunch. If you didn't get 3 right away, then I would actually just recommend trying to get 5 as quick as possible, and then try and get a couple hits in if you can. The reason why we're doing this is, ideally we want a full egg, but if we're unlucky enough not to get a full egg, this is a great backup strat. Then, once he's picked up enough fruit, we then just want to walk into him, and once he's taken damage, we jump and dunk. And then we just repeat that. So, walk, jump, dunk, and then he should just die. If you can't, try and finish off the boss with a dash attack, because then you can just head straight to the emblem. And I think that's everything you need to know about Moles. He's a bit RNG, but he's not that bad. But I might just run through it one more time, try and show off. So yeah, ideally you want 3 fruit. But if you get watermelons, then you can just... Watermelon is a good RNG fruit, I should state. So if you get watermelons, then you need to pick up less fruit. The best RNG is if you got 3 watermelons. But actually no, it's 2 watermelons and any fruit. 3 watermelons is actually overkill. So yeah, we've got 2 there. But yeah, we're going to try and pick up 5 fruit here. And then wail into them. So yeah, we've got a watermelon there. And we've got 2 watermelons. So then we can just go 1, 2. See, if we left him at like the 9-8 health that we have, we can technically kill him with a mid-sized egg, but you have to be like perfect on your hits. And it's very difficult to do. So if you have a full-sized egg, it's really easy. The reason why we hope for 3 is then we can just hit him as much as we can, and we can kill him with a mid-sized egg. And it would look like that. So that's a full-sized egg kill. Yeah, so basically what I like to do is when the ice balls are flying everywhere, try and get 3 before he comes out of it, or at least right after, and then just hit him until he's vulnerable again, and then just hit him with a mid-sized egg, kills him most frequently. But anyway, I've been Chiron. Thank you for watching, I guess. Check out the Discord in the description. I forget my words. If that doesn't work, speedrun.com/bh has a link for you. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Chiron. I will be doing runs of Billy fairly soon because I want to get a low 105 for a new, fresh world record, I guess. Yeah, world record's the word. I was going to use a word in between there, but I couldn't think of the word. Either way, I've been Chiron. I'm going back to my cave to record more tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.